All right, great. Again, that was fantastic. To end the discussion of popular applications, our next speaker is Seung Gwon. She's from the El Centro Regional Medical Center, and she's going to talk about the use of LinkedIn for surgeons.
Hi there. So I'm a general surgeon in a small rural community, and when I started doing the research for this talk, I realized that I had an uphill battle. The American College of Surgeons released a survey last year that they did in 2010, and they found that though the majority of physicians and surgeons in particular at least identify or know of Facebook and Twitter, 46% knew about LinkedIn. So 54% of the people had no idea what it was, or if they did, had no idea how to use it. I have nothing to disclose. I guess I should have started off with that, sorry. So what is LinkedIn? LinkedIn is a professional networking website that allows users to strengthen and expand their network of contacts. Key being professional networking, not necessary for just for social networking. It's the world's largest professional network on the internet, with greater than 150 million members in over 200 countries and territories, and over 44 million members in the US. So how does it work? First, you want to set up an online profile. There you can list your experience, your current position and titles, past places you've worked, where you did your residency and training and fellowships. You list your education, where you did your fellowship, med school, undergraduate education. Any accomplishments or awards that you want people to know about. And then you have an area for extras. This can be organizations that you participate with, activities that you enjoy, and even a reading list if you want people to know what's going on in your mind these days. Best part about it, it only takes a few minutes to establish this page, so it doesn't take a lot of time to actually set up your LinkedIn profile. This is an example of a LinkedIn profile page. It's mine, and it's been cut and pasted. I removed all the advertising. Yes, there is advertising on this page. And I moved things around so you could get a better idea. On the upper left-hand side, you can see it's got my name, where I currently am employed, where I did my training, as well as where I went to school. Underneath that area, you can actually see a display that shows more specifics of each of those details, but I didn't have room on the slide to put it there. You can see all of my current activity on the day that I froze this page, so anyone that I recently connected to, any blogs or discussion boards I may have interacted with, or if I entertain a reading list, where to put that. I can also see on this page, that you can't see it here, anyone else who's actually seen my page, when they looked at it, and who they were. So after you set up your online profile, you need to connect or link in to your other users and build a network of trusted contacts. This can come from your personal email list, your professional colleagues, your coworkers, and your former classmates. There's some discussion as to whether or not you should allow your Facebook contacts to be a part of it. If you have separate business and personal Facebook accounts, such as I do, then that would be all right, but they highly discourage you to allow your social contacts necessarily onto a professional network. So this article, actually I thought was sort of entertaining. Check this out. With flittering, I can connect to my future boss, my past flames, and my current sessions all in one place, and that's flittering, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn all together. So the way it sort of works is, you in the center have a list of primary or first degree contacts, and these are the people that you link into. Then your first degree contacts then have their own networks and people that they have linked into. This allows you to extend into a secondary network and allows introductions or exposure to people that would not necessarily be in your circle that you might be interested in getting to know, or to let other people that might be interested in getting to know you. So after you connect and make up your linked network of trusted contacts, you have to actually participate. And that's where the difficulty comes in. A lot of people don't want to spend a lot of time on social media because we're busy. What they recommend for LinkedIn, if you participate, you can join in groups. The groups can be your alma maters, the schools that you went to. It could be your places of employment and institutions. It could be groups that have social interests that you're interested in. They encourage you to participate in their discussion boards and also to write and solicit recommendations. So why don't the physicians use LinkedIn? Krista Canfield, who's the public relations manager for LinkedIn, estimated in January 2012 that only 130,000 medical professionals, primarily physicians, use LinkedIn. Well, why not? First, excuse me, physicians believe that LinkedIn does not allow you to directly connect with your patients, and that's true. Especially being surgeons, we don't expect that our patients are going to be going on LinkedIn looking for the surgeon who's going to take out their appendix or their gallbladder. However, it does provide a digital footprint so that if patients want to look, they can. A lot of people feel that there is no value in networking if you're already employed. If you like your job and you like where you are, there's no reason for you to set up a big profile to let other people know that you're there, primarily because most physicians work in a narrowly defined geography, and we don't really see the need to sell ourselves. We rely on word of mouth, the reputations that we create in our communities, as well as at the institutions and hospitals, as well as the referring physicians who refer their patients to us to take care of. So what we find on LinkedIn is that the physicians are lagging behind other users. We're just not joining. We're too busy, we're not interested, and we don't see the benefit. Those of us who do join are actually slow to join. We create profiles but let them sit stagnant. Our profiles tend to be incomplete and we rarely update them. And we don't participate in discussion boards or other activities on the site. So now I'm going to tell you why physicians should join LinkedIn, now that we know all the reasons why we don't. It's an easy way to create your digital footprint. An online presence allows you to take charge of your online reputation and the information that's available about you on the internet. This is important. LinkedIn is one of the quickest ways to gain visibility of your digital footprint. And most importantly, it's one of the few searchable sources that you can actually control. So you can actually establish a positive image of yourself that can help counteract any negative or inaccurate information that may be on the internet. When I first graduated from residency, I did a Google search of my name, just curious to see if I showed up, and I did. I had published a couple of articles, and those articles showed up. Now, many years later, when I do a Google search of my name, not only do my Facebook and LinkedIn accounts show up, but every single physician ranking site that exists out there shows up. And what I find that is most people who go on those physician ranking sites don't go on there because they're really happy with their care, they go on to complain about you. LinkedIn actually will improve your Google search rankings and place you higher than most of those other search ranking sections, such as HealthGrades, Vitals.com, and my favorite, where to complain about the doctor if you don't like them.com. So it turns out to be a cost-effective and efficient means to share your information and maintain a professional relationship. Another reason why you should consider using LinkedIn is that patients are seeking more information and making more informed choices. They're asking more than just, who takes my insurance? And although LinkedIn may not be the primary factor in how doctors are chosen, some patients may choose to look. Most people who are seeking surgeons don't really have a lot of forethought into who they're going to choose years and years in advance. If you have a profile online and you use your contacts and secondary contacts, some of the secondary contacts of your friends or the people that you've linked into, well, you'll be in their social awareness. And so when it comes time to see a surgeon, then at that point, when they choose to look, you become more socially relevant. Secondly, healthcare environment's constantly changing, and you may want or be forced to change how and where you practice. And you should have options in case things change. Everything from the resident or the fellow looking for a new job or a new location, to the doctor who wants to change their location, or for a hospital who wants to promote something new. When my hospital bought their Da Vinci robot, one of the major ways that they advertised to our community was on their LinkedIn website, so that everyone who was following along and connected knew that we had a robot available, and then that actually then spurred on discussion boards, more interest, and so people were more aware of what the hospital had to offer as a result. So how should physicians use LinkedIn? First, you need to show who you are and provide insight to what kind of physician you are. You need to be relevant to your current career aspirations. So unlike your CV, you don't need to include every single publication and job title. Rather, keep it relevant to what you're currently doing, what it is you want to be doing, and your social ideas. The American Medical Association actually published 10 top tips for physicians to use LinkedIn in their AMED News in 2011, and I did a little highlights. They argue that you should maintain a current and complete profile. So if you're going to bother to do it, make sure you do it well. Make your profile public. Unlike Facebook sites where you can limit who sees your profile, on LinkedIn, because it is a professional business type network, you really want people to see that you're on there. Recommend people and solicit recommendations. Participate in discussion boards. Keep it professional. Keep an active reading list. I don't do this, but I do follow a blogger. His name's Brian Bardabedian. He is a pediatric gastroenterologist out of Baylor Medical College. And he has a blog called 33 Charts, which I follow along. He actually is a pediatric gastroenterologist that comments a lot on physicians and their social media and how the interactions affect them. And he notes that his reading list is the most commented upon faction of his LinkedIn profile. What he's reading, why he's reading it, that actually also spurs more discussion. So LinkedIn is an easy way to control the message that people see by creating the content that they will find with less work than other sites require. Oops, sorry. And I want to end with a final cartoon. I've given you my email, my IM, blog, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn profiles, and now you want to talk to me? Okay, note down this Skype ID. Realize that even though social media has more relevance and is more important as we move forward, FaceTime is still the most important thing. Thank you.